Bulabanaka. But I acknowledge the Honourable Prime Minister, Mr. Bainimarama, the Honourable Inia Seruiratu, Minister of Defence, National Security and Policing, Commander of the Republic of Fiji Military Forces, Major General John A. Kulanwai, Commodore Humphrey Tuake, the Chief of the Republic of Fiji Navy and Deputy Commander of the Republic of Fiji Military Forces, Your Excellency, Mr. John Feeks, the Australian High Commissioner to Fiji, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. A great honour and privilege for Linda and I to be with you this afternoon to mark the official reopening of the Stanley Brown Wharf. The Stanley Brown Wharf upgrade, along with the newly opened Black Rock Camp and the soon-to-be constructed Maritime Essential Services Centre, have brought our shared regional aspirations and our people closer. The completion of the wharf is a significant milestone for the Australia-Fiji defence relationship, for the Republic of Fiji Navy and for the region. I've been informed that the wharf will be home to your Guardian-class patrol boats, RFNS Savananatha and RFNS Palmer, when she joins your fleet next year. Savananatha has already played a critical role in Fiji's COVID response and in responding to regional challenges. Fiji's leadership in the maritime domain is impressive and testament to your leadership in the region. Geography, and here we talk about specifically the oceans, has and will always define the Pacific. Millennia of rich cultural histories have built ancient seafaring nations that are spread across thousands of islands. And as island nations, and I know Australia is a big island, but as island nations, we know that maritime security is critical to the safety and security of our region. It is the theatre in which strategic competition and the pressures on the rule-based system are most acute. We value Fiji's contribution to a free, open and prosperous Indo-Pacific, one where the rule of law is paramount and freedom of navigation is respected. While the sea brings great prosperity, it is also a vector for traditional and non-traditional security threats. These threats range from economic, environmental to transnational crime. The ability to protect the oceans, ensure that they benefit our peoples, is fundamental. Already, our maritime cooperation is making the region safer while supporting the rule of law. We are at our best when we face threats together, as partners and as a region. Nature has thrown plenty at both our countries over the last few years. In Australia, we have experienced fire, flood, cyclones, a mouse plague, and of course, a pandemic. Fiji too has experienced the pandemic and also Tropical Cyclone Inia in 2021 and Tropical Cyclone Yasa in 2020. Yet in the face of these challenges and difficulties, our defence relationship has grown stronger. This is evidenced by the deployment of Buller Force to Operation Bushfire Assist in Australia in January 2020, to the ADF's response to Tropical Cyclone Yasa, our co-deployments to Tonga and the Solomon Islands, and the support of the Republic of Fiji military forces for the contingent deployed in Australia as part of Operation Flood Assist. On behalf of all Australians, I want to thank the people of Fiji for supporting Australia in our hour of need. And I have mentioned to your President and the Prime Minister how grateful the people of Victoria were to the engineers who came down to East Gippsland. They created a great light and a joy during very dark times for the people there. While we never wish for natural disasters to occur, we do need to be prepared. Stanley Brown Wharf will support Fiji's preparations and better enable us and our regional partners to support Fiji in responding to natural disasters and in the same way that Fiji continues to support our Pacific family. My congratulations to all involved in the delivery of the Stanley Brown Wharf upgrade. Again, I'm informed that today's reopening is a result of a true team effort in the best spirit of Vivale. Our teams have worked side by side, adopting COVID-safe protocols and overcoming significant challenges. I particularly want to thank Permanent Secretary Lusuma and Commodore Tawake for their leadership on this project, and the Australians who joined you on the journey, Maritime Surveillance Advisor Lieutenant Commander Julia Griffin and Technical Advisor Chief Petty Officer Terry Lucas. This wharf is a comprehensive maritime capability enabler. It is also a symbol of the strong and enduring partnership between Australia and Fiji. Vanaka Vakalevu, and God bless Fiji.
The Governor General, His Excellency the General David Hurley, and Her Excellency Mrs. Hurley. The Honourable Prime Minister, the Admiral Retired Ratu Josiah Borenge Mbainamurama, the Australian High Commissioner, His Excellency John Fix, members of the Diplomatic Corps, the Commander of the Republic of Fiji Military Forces, the Chief of Navy, members of the military and Navy personnel, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. I thank His Excellency, the Governor General, for his address this afternoon and for the timeliness of his remarks. It is indeed a great honor to be here for this symbolic event, as the last visit from an Australian Governor General was way back in 1993. On behalf of the Prime Minister of Fiji, I wish to take this opportunity to acknowledge and thank the Government of Australia for the Vuvale partnership, which is expressed in a very tangible sense through the recent opening of the Black Rock Camp and the soon-to-be constructed Maritime Essential Services Centre. This commitment has been further realized in the upgrading of the RFNS Stanley Brown Wharf and also the gym refurbishment as witnessed in today's occasion. Our two countries equally share and value our oceans and its natural resources. The porous nature of our borders, together with isolated islands, expose our vulnerability to unprecedented maritime threats. The provision of the Guardian patrol boats and the upgrading of the Stanley Brown Wharf will significantly reaffirm our posture in the maritime domain. The wharf upgrade is truly an achievement, as it further stamped Fiji and Australia's cooperation throughout the years, especially as Australia was one of the first 5 countries to establish diplomatic relations with Fiji after we gained independence in 1970. Fiji and Australia also share a multi-ethnic heritage and a commitment to democratic values that recognizes the importance of such cooperation in the Pacific region. Such collaboration has seen our two forces jointly respond to the instability in the Solomon Islands, flood and bushfire assistance in Australia, and the reconstruction and recovery assistance in Tonga earlier this year. Fiji does not have the resources nor the ability to enhance its operational capabilities. We are indeed thankful that the Government of Australia recognizes the importance of ensuring the security and monitoring of Fiji's maritime domain through the upgrading of the Stanley Brown Wharf and the proposed construction of the Maritime Essential Services Centre. The refurbished wharf will accommodate the berthing of our Guardian patrol boats in a safe and secure manner, and also provide support to the Pacific Maritime Security Program under the partnership between Fiji and Australia. We are very pleased to highlight that in spite of the COVID-19 pandemic, this work continued through the perseverance and hard work of our local industries, the ADF contractors, and also the Australian Army engineers. Fiji is truly fortunate because of the close partnership it has with Australia, which we can rely, trust, and depend on. Fiji stands ready to be a friend indeed during these unprecedented times. On that note, I would like to reiterate my sincere gratitude to the Government of Australia for the assistance rendered to the Fiji government. I thank you very much. Pinakasawa.
Fair seas.